Welcome back to Ground Zero. Today, we delve into the masterful filmography of a true cinematic visionary, Stanley Kubrick. Few directors have so profoundly impacted the art of filmmaking, and even fewer have maintained such uncompromising artistic control throughout their careers. Kubrick wasn't simply telling stories, he was dissecting the human experience, often with a chilling and unsettling precision. And his films continue to resonate with audiences decades later. His work, deeply informed by the turbulent times in which he came of age, consistently explores themes of power, control, and the potential for both creation and destruction within humanity. From his early, gritty explorations of societal anxieties to his later, visually breathtaking forays into science fiction and historical drama, Kubrick challenged conventional storytelling and pushed the boundaries of the medium. We have carefully considered his entire body of work and have selected 10 films that we believe best represent the pinnacle of his artistic achievement. These aren't simply great movies, they are cultural touchstones, films that demand repeat viewings and continue to spark debate. So join us as we examine the films that define a legend and determine which stand above the rest. Let's get to our rankings. Coming in at number 10, we have Eyes Wide Shut.
That whole play-acted, take-me, phony sacrifice that you've been jerking yourself off with had absolutely nothing to do with her real death.
We present a haunting journey into the recesses of the human psyche, a film that burrows under the skin and lingers long after viewing.
Don't you think one of the charms of marriage is that it makes deception a necessity for both parties?
The story unfolds within the opulent yet isolating world of New York City's elite. Following physician Bill Harford as a confession from his wife, Alice throws him into a spiraling quest for understanding and experience, leading him towards a mysterious, clandestine gathering.
I didn't disappear with anybody.
Tom Cruise portrays Bill Harford with a restrained intensity, effectively communicating a growing disorientation and vulnerability as he navigates this strange new world.
Do you mind telling me what kind of fucking charade ends with somebody turning up dead?
Nicole Kidman embodies Alice Harford with a captivating ambiguity, her performance weaving desire and deception with unsettling grace.
Is what you get for making house calls.
Sidney Pollack lends a knowing gravitas to his role, guiding Bill further down a complex path.
Yeah, that was all.
Just wanted to fuck my wife.
Marie Richardson's portrayal of Marion is both alluring and unsettling, a pivotal figure in the unfolding drama.
Why? In plain words, to scare the living shit out of you. To keep you quiet about where you'd been and what you'd seen.
This final vision from a master filmmaker explores themes of desire, control, and the hidden currents beneath societal facades.
May I ask why a beautiful woman, who could have any man in this room, wants to be married?
The film presents a meticulous study of human connection, or the lack thereof, set against the backdrop of the late 20th century.
You've been way out of your depth for the last 24 hours.
It's a powerful meditation on secrets and illusions, a work that continues to provoke conversation and reveal new layers with each revisit, forever etched into the landscape of cinematic artistry.
If I told you their names, I'm not going to tell you their names, but if I did, I don't think you'd sleep so well.
Coming up next is The Killing.
Shot a horse. It isn't first-degree murder. In fact, it isn't even murder. In fact, I don't know what it is.
We journey into the world of meticulously planned crime, a world where ambition and desperation collide within the walls of a horse racing track.
You have not yet learned that in this life you have to be like everyone else. The perfect mediocrity. No better, no worse.
The film unravels a complex scheme orchestrated by Johnny Clay, a career criminal seeking one final score before embracing a new life.
You like money. You got a great big dollar sign there where most women have a heart.
It's a story delivered with a thrilling, fractured timeline that keeps viewers constantly engaged and anticipating the next turn.
I'll take care of myself, mister. That's my specialty.
Sterling Hayden embodies Johnny Clay with a quiet intensity, conveying a man driven by both calculation and a hint of world weariness.
Anytime you take a chance, you better be sure the rewards are worth the risk, because they can put you away just as fast for a $10 heist as they can for a $1 million job.
Colleen Gray portrays Faye, her performance laced with a palpable sadness and quiet determination.
No good for anybody else. I'm not pretty and I'm not very smart, so
Please don't leave me alone anymore.
Vince Edwards delivers a memorable performance as Val Cannon, his stoicism masking a dangerous edge. Marie Windsor, as Sherry Peedy, adds a layer of cunning and manipulation to the already tense proceedings.
We could compromise and put it on your shoulder. I think that'd be nice, don't you?
We find a film that probes the dark underbelly of the human spirit, exploring themes of ambition, betrayal, and the precariousness of fate. The narrative isn't concerned with simple triumph, but rather with the messy, unpredictable consequences of choices made in the shadows. It's a stark reminder that even the most carefully laid plans can unravel, leaving behind a legacy of shattered dreams and unanswered questions. Coming up next is Spartacus.
What are we, Crixus? What are we becoming, Romans? Have we learned nothing? What's happening to us?
We delve into a sweeping historical drama, a tale of defiance set within the Roman Republic.
1,000,000,000 sesterces. If now they want to relieve us of their unwelcome presence, in the name of all the gods, let them go.
The story centers on Spartacus, a Thracian slave who rises up against his oppressors, igniting a rebellion that challenges the very foundations of the empire.
It's easy to die. Haven't you seen enough gladiators in the arena to see how easy it is to die?
He gathers others, forming an army of those seeking freedom, and their journey becomes a symbol of resistance against overwhelming power.
The Republic is still weak from 20 years of civil strife. We're engaged in 2 wars, one in Spain and the other in Asia.
Kirk Douglas embodies the strength and conviction of Spartacus, portraying a leader driven by justice.
Take that back to your Senate. Tell them you and that broken stick is all that's left of the garrison of Rome. Tell them we want nothing from Rome. Nothing. Except our freedom!
Laurence Olivier masterfully portrays Marcus Licinius Crassus, the Roman general determined to crush the uprising.
I never will.
I'll take a little Republican corruption along with a little Republican freedom, but I won't take the dictatorship of Crassus. I've no freedom at all!
John Simmons conveys a deep emotional core as Varinia, and we witness Charles Laughton deliver a nuanced performance as Sempronius Gracchus.
You and I have a tendency towards corpulence. Corpulence makes a man reasonable, pleasant, and phlegmatic.
Peter Ustinov provides a darkly humorous portrayal of Lentulus Batiatus.
As the teeth go, so go the bones. This mouth is really impermissible.
We find within this spectacle a powerful exploration of freedom, oppression, and the human spirit's capacity for both cruelty and compassion.
You get an instant kill on the red. Here. Here. Always remember, go for the red first, because if you don't, your opponent will.
The narrative, visually striking and emotionally resonant, offers a timeless reflection on the cost of liberty and the enduring struggle against injustice.
One of the disadvantages of being a patrician is that occasionally you're obliged to act like one.
It remains a resonant story, a testament to courage that continues to inspire contemplation.
Noble Romans, fighting each other like animals. Your new masters betting to see who'll die first.
Coming up next is Barry Lyndon.
If ever I should meet him again, you will find out who is the best man of the 2. I'll fight him sword or pistol, captain as he is.
We delve into a sweeping tale of ambition and social climbing, set against the backdrop of the 18th century.
Madam! I have borne as long as mortal could endure the ill treatment of the insolent Irish upstart whom you have taken into your bed.
The story follows Redmond Barry, a man determined to rise through the ranks of English society, transforming himself into the gentleman he always desired to be, yet finding that this attainment holds a hidden tragedy.
Sir, I have a confession to make to you. I'm an Irishman. And my name is Redmond Barry.
It's a world rendered with meticulous detail, a visual feast built on a foundation of complex character study.
Fate had determined that he should leave none of his race behind him, and that he should finish his life poor, lonely, and childless.
Ryan O'Neal embodies Barry with a captivating blend of charm and calculation, skillfully showing us a man driven by his desires.
Mightn't I be allowed to keep it? I'm just one step ahead of the law myself. I killed an English officer in a duel, and I'm on my way to Dublin till things cool down.
Marisa Berenson delivers a haunting performance as Lady Lyndon, portraying a woman bound by societal expectations and personal sorrow.
From the way I love this child, my lord, you ought to know I would have loved his elder brother, had he proved worthy of any mother's affection.
Patrick Magee commands attention as the Chevalier, injecting a vital energy into a pivotal duel.
Now, from this moment, I will submit to no further chastisement from you. I will kill you if you lay hands on me ever again.
Hardy Kruger, as Captain Pottsdorf, lends an air of worldly wisdom to the narrative.
For I lost the rest at cards last night. Kiss me, my boy, for we'll never meet again.
Through stunning cinematography and historically accurate sets, the film explores themes of love, loss, and the emptiness of social status.
Mr. Barry, in my profession, we hear many such stories. Yours is one of the most intriguing and touching I've heard in many weeks.
We see the cost of ambition and the profound isolation that can come with achieving one's goals.
A lady who sets her heart upon a lad in uniform must prepare to change lovers pretty quickly, or her life will be but a sad one.
The story lingers, a beautifully crafted and melancholic reminder of the human condition, resonating with a quiet intensity long after the final frame fades.
It is well to dream of glorious war in a snug armchair at home, but it is a very different thing to see it firsthand.
Coming up next is Paths of Glory.
I'm awfully glad you could be there, George. This sort of thing is always rather grim. But this one had a kind of splendor to it, don't you think?
We delve into a powerfully stark examination of wartime injustice, a story set amidst the brutal realities of the First World War.
I don't know, General, if I had the choice between mice and Mausers, I think I'd take the mice every time.
The narrative unfolds as Colonel Dax defends 3 soldiers accused of cowardice following a disastrous offensive, challenging a rigid military system that prioritizes appearances over lives.
Let me get this straight, sir. You're offering me General Miro's command?
It's a tense courtroom drama framed by the horrors of trench warfare.
There are few things more fundamentally encouraging and stimulating than seeing someone else die.
Kirk Douglas embodies resolute determination as Colonel Dax, navigating a labyrinth of military protocol with quiet fury.
Gentlemen of the court, to find these men guilty will be a crime. To haunt each of you to the day you die.
Ralph Meeker portrays Corporal Paris with a world-weary philosophy, conveying the bleakness of their situation with subtle nuance.
If those little sweethearts won't face German bullets, they'll face French ones!
George McCready as General Miro projects a chilling ambition, fueling the film's central conflict with unwavering coldness.
I can't understand these armchair officers. Fellas trying to fight a war from behind a desk, waving papers at the enemy, worrying about whether a mouse is going to run up their pants leg.
These performances truly elevate the narrative.
Sir, would you like me to suggest what you can do with that promotion?
The film resonates with themes of power, corruption, and the individual against the machine.
Maybe many things, sir. But I'm not your boy.
It's a timeless statement on the human cost of conflict and the abuse of authority. We find ourselves contemplating not just the events unfolding on screen, but the enduring echoes of injustice throughout history, a sobering reminder of past failings. Coming up next is Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Doomsday Machine is lost. If you keep it a secret, why didn't you tell the world?
We delve into a chillingly prescient work that examines the fragile state of world peace during a period of intense global tension.
If, on the other hand, we were to immediately launch an all-out and coordinated attack on all their airfields and missile bases, we'd stand a damn good chance of catching them with their pants down.
The story unfolds as a rogue general, convinced of a communist plot, initiates a nuclear attack on the Soviet Union, setting in motion a desperate struggle within the halls of power to avert total annihilation.
I think you're some kind of deviated prevert. I think General Ripper found out about your preversion and that you were organizing some kind of mutiny of preverts.
It's a darkly humorous look at the mechanisms of the Cold War.
I am as sorry as you are, Dmitri. Don't say that you're more sorry than I am, because I'm capable of being just as sorry as you are. So we're both sorry, all right?
Peter Sellers anchors the narrative with a masterful triple performance, embodying the stoic group Captain Mandrake, the anxious President Muffley, and the unsettling Dr. Strangelove, each portrayal showcasing a different facet of human folly.
You realize that in addition to fluoridating water, where there are studies underway to fluoridate salt, flour, fruit juices, soup, sugar, milk, ice cream, Mandrake, children's ice cream. Ugh.
George C. Scott brings a forceful energy to General Turgidson, a man determined to escalate the crisis, while Sterling Hayden's portrayal of Brigadier General Ripper captures the dangerous fanaticism at the heart of the conflict.
I can no longer sit back and allow communist infiltration, communist indoctrination, communist subversion, and the international communist conspiracy to sap and impurify all of our precious bodily fluids.
Slim Pickens embodies a surreal heroism.
Well, boys, we got 3 engines out, we got 4 holes in us and a horse trader's mule. The radio is gone and we're leaking fuel. If we was flying any lower, why, we need sleigh bells on this thing. But we got one little budge on him, Brewskis.
This film from Stanley Kubrick isn't simply a comedy, but a profound statement on humanity's capacity for self-destruction.
If you don't get the President of the United States on that phone, you know what's going to happen to you?
What?
You're going to have to answer to the Coca-Cola Company.
It highlights how easily rationality can be overtaken by fear and ideology, even in the face of unimaginable consequences.
Mr. President, I'm not saying we wouldn't get our hair mussed, but I do say no more than 10 to 20 million killed, tops, depending on the breaks.
The film endures not as a prediction of what will happen, but as a mirror reflecting our own precarious existence, prompting us to consider the absurdity of it all.
Doctor, you mentioned the ratio of 10 women to each man. Wouldn't that necessitate the abandonment of the so-called monogamous sexual relationship?
Coming up next is Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, that's right, Private Kyle. Don't make any fucking effort to get up to the top of the fucking obstacle. If God wanted you up there, he would have miracled your ass up there by now, wouldn't he?
We delve into a cinematic journey that dissects the brutal realities of conflict, offering a chilling exploration of transformation and the cost of war.
I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. Exactly 3 fucking seconds to wipe that stupid-looking grin off your face, or I will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you!
The narrative unfolds in 2 distinct stages, initially immersing us within the rigorous training grounds of Paris Island, then transporting us to the harrowing landscapes of Vietnam during the turbulent Tet Offensive.
I'm in a world of shit. Yes, but I am alive. And I am not afraid.
We witness the journey of young recruits as they are molded, broken, and ultimately dispatched into a world defined by chaos and uncertainty.
This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Matthew Modine embodies the cynical private joker with a quiet intensity, portraying a soldier navigating the moral complexities of his assignment.
I wanted to see exotic Vietnam, the jewel of Southeast Asia. I wanted to meet interesting and stimulating people of an ancient culture and kill them.
Vincent D'Onofrio delivers a haunting performance as Gomer Pyle, vividly capturing the devastating pressure of unrelenting training.
Oh shit, it looks to me like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress. I think you've been cheated.
R. Lee Ermey's portrayal of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman is a force of nature, a terrifying depiction of authority that defines an entire generation's understanding of military discipline.
You goddamn communist heathen, you had best sound off that you love the Virgin Mary, or I'm gonna stomp your guts out. Now, you do love the Virgin Mary, don't you?
Each actor's dedication amplifies the story's emotional weight.
I bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around. I'll be watching you.
Stanley Kubrick constructs a powerful commentary on the duality of human nature, revealing the potential for both compassion and cruelty that resides within us all.
If your killer instincts are not clean and strong, you will hesitate at the moment of truth. You will not kill. You will become dead, Marine.
Full Metal Jacket doesn't merely depict war, It investigates the processes that strip individuals of their humanity.
Holy dog shit! Texas, only steers and queers come from Texas, private cowboy. And you don't much look like a steer to me.
The film offers a lasting examination of the psychological toll of armed conflict, leaving viewers contemplating the fragile line between order and chaos, and the enduring weight of trauma long after the battles have ceased.
I want that head so sanitary and squared away that the Virgin Mary herself would be proud to go in there and take a dump.
Coming in at number 3, we have 2001, A Space Odyssey.
I'm putting myself to the fullest possible use, which is all I think that any conscious entity can ever hope to do.
We consider this a monumental achievement in cinematic storytelling, a journey that begins with the dawn of humankind and extends to the furthest reaches of space.
I enjoy working with people. I have a stimulating relationship with Dr. Poole and Dr. Bowman.
The narrative follows a mysterious monolith that appears at crucial moments in human evolution, ultimately prompting a bold expedition to Jupiter to uncover its source, pushing the boundaries of what film could be.
Without your space helmet, Dave, we're going to find that rather difficult.
Keir Dullea portrays Dr. David Bowman with a quiet intensity, reflecting the isolation and wonder of deep space travel.
Well, he acts like he has genuine emotions. Of course, he's programmed that way to make it easier for us to talk to him.
Gary Lockwood embodies the pragmatic Dr. Frank Poole, providing a counterpoint to Bowman's contemplative nature.
Unfortunately, that sounds a little like Finn's last words.
Douglas Rain's voice work as HAL 9000 is particularly noteworthy, imbuing the computer with a chillingly calm and subtly menacing presence.
Look, Dave, I can see you're really upset about this. I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over.
The visuals, crafted with meticulous detail, elevate the entire experience.
I don't suppose you have any idea what the damn thing is, huh?
We find this film a meditation on existence, technology, and humanity's place in the universe.
If you'd like to hear it, I can sing it for you.
Stanley Kubrick masterfully creates a sense of awe and dread, exploring themes of evolution and the potential for both progress and destruction.
Well, where you all off to? Up or down?
It is a film that stays with you, prompting introspection and lingering questions about our origins and our future. A truly unique experience.
It can only be attributable to human error.
Coming in at number 2, we have A Clockwork Orange.
So now it was to be Georgie the General, saying what we should do and what not to do, and dim as his mindless, grinning bulldog.
We find ourselves immersed in a dystopian Britain, a landscape where youthful rebellion takes a dark and unsettling turn.
Hi there. At last we meet. Our brief gov read through the letter roll was not, shall we say, satisfactory. Yes?
The story centers on Alex and his close companions navigating a world filled with ultraviolence and a disturbing fascination with classical music.
It had been a wonderful evening, and what I needed now to give it the perfect ending was a bit of the old Ludwig van.
It is a provocative exploration of free will, morality, and the very nature of humanity presented with an unforgettable visual style.
Being a bastard with no manners. Not a duke of an idea how to comport yourself public-wise, oh my brother.
Malcolm McDowell embodies Alex with a chilling magnetism, portraying a character both terrifying and strangely captivating.
Me friends, after a trial with judges and a jury and some very hard words spoken against your friend and humble narrator, he was sentenced to 14 years in Starger number 84F among smelly perverts and hardened prestupniks.
Patrick Magee lends immense weight to his role, conveying a sense of authority and despair.
Choice. The boy has no real choice, has he? Self-interest. The fear of physical pain drove him to that grotesque act of self-abasement.
Carl During's performance as Dr. Brodsky is subtly powerful, reflecting the complex ethical dilemmas at the heart of the narrative.
I jumped, oh my brothers, and I fell hard, but I did not snuff it.
the enduring power of A Clockwork Orange resides in its unflinching examination of societal control and individual agency.
We were all feeling a bit shagged and fagged and fashed, it having been an evening of some small energy expenditure.
Stanley Kubrick crafts a visually stunning and deeply unsettling experience, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about human behavior and the consequences of attempting to engineer morality.
Welly, well. To what do I owe the extreme pleasure of this surprising visit?
It leaves us contemplating the price of order and the fragility of self.
Nobody's got anything on me, brother, sir. I've been out of the ruckus of the Millicents for a long time now.
We have journeyed through Kubrick's extraordinary career, from the brutal satire of Dr. Strangelove and A Clockwork Orange to the sweeping historical epics like Spartacus and Barry Lyndon, and the haunting finality of Eyes Wide Shut. We have witnessed his evolution, his mastery of atmosphere, and his unwavering gaze upon the complexities of humanity, spanning war, space, and the very nature of control. But through all the brilliance, one film stands apart, a singular achievement that defines his legacy and continues to provoke discussion and debate. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Coming in at number 1, we have The Shining.
They were a party of settlers in covered wagon times. They got snowbound one winter in the mountains. They had to resort to cannibalism in order to stay alive.
We consider this a true masterpiece of modern horror, a film that continues to haunt and fascinate audiences across generations.
I like you, Lloyd. I always liked you. You were always the best of them. Best goddamn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Maine.
The story follows Jack Torrance as he accepts a position as the winter caretaker of the isolated Overlook Hotel, hoping for a quiet period of writing and reconnection with his family, his wife Wendy and son Danny.
You have the slightest idea what a moral and ethical principle is, do you? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibility?
Little does he know, the hotel possesses a dark history and an unsettling influence.
Wendy, listen. Let me out of here and I'll forget the whole goddamn thing. It'll be just like nothing ever happened.
Jack Nicholson embodies the unraveling Jack Torrance with a performance that is both mesmerizing and deeply disturbing.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Stay away from me! Wendy! Stay away! Darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
Shelley Duvall portrays Wendy with a vulnerability that heightens the growing sense of dread, her reactions feeling incredibly authentic amid the unfolding events.
I dreamed that I killed you and Danny. But I didn't just kill you. Cut you up into little pieces.
Danny Lloyd as young Danny delivers a hauntingly innocent performance, his character serving as a conduit for the hotel's ominous presence.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom.
Scatman Crothers as Halloran offers a brief but crucial connection to understanding the forces at play.
Well, that just happens to be exactly what I'm looking for. I'm outlining a new writing project, and 5 months of peace is just what I want.
The film delves into themes of isolation, familial struggle, and the insidious nature of the past.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
We find it a meticulously crafted cinematic experience, presenting a puzzle-like narrative that encourages endless contemplation.
Here's to 5 miserable months on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it's caused me.
It isn't merely a story about a haunted hotel, but rather a profound exploration of the darkness within us. A darkness that can consume and reshape reality.
White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. White man's burden.
The echoes of the Overlook remain, not as simple scares, but as a chilling reminder of the fragility of the human psyche. So we have journeyed through the masterful filmography of Stanley Kubrick, examining 10 cinematic achievements from the chilling landscapes of The Shining to the groundbreaking vision of 2001, A Space Odyssey, and everything in between. We touched upon the satirical bite of Dr. Strangelove and the haunting beauty of Barry Lyndon, hoping to showcase the breadth of his genius. But a list like this is always subjective, and we know many of you have strong opinions. What are your favorite Kubrick films? And do you think we missed any essential titles? More importantly, what specific list should we dissect next here on Ground Zero? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of cinema.